Welcome to the biggest little city in the world, Reno, Nevada. Mackey Stadium, home to the Nevada Wolfpack, where we have hit the jackpot responsibly with this matchup. Today we're set for a clash between these two rivals from the Mountain West. As we'll see, the Air Force Falcons taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Nevada Wolfpack. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Nevada about to kick it off to get this game started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Falcons offense will go on the attack first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Farrell. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted.
How about that for this defense on the first drive? You want to come out, create some momentum, create some energy, create a negative play. They do just that. They force the INT. Not only that, got a little bit of return on it, little icing on the sundae to go with it. Great start for this defense.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Nevada going quickly. From the gun. Give on the inside. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Let's talk for a second about Air Force. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him. Good return on the interception.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Spins away from the defense. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Using the quick game. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. They'll try to get the first through the air. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Here comes the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance at to be fairly easy. Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right front. Nice job.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Good timing on the quick out. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? To give to the fullback. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down.
There he goes to the left. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Nevada going quickly. Got it behind the line. It's Chase. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Wolfpack need this 3rd and short to keep the drive moving. Off play action. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Air Force 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. And wings it incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's got it. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. And the Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Give to the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Nevada going quickly. Here's the handoff. Runs for the tackle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We've reached the break. It's Nevada holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. To the air on 1st down. They're working that left side. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The give to the back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice.
Touchdown, Nevada! Fitted in the window for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. He's got the tight end out to the 35-yard line, and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Catch in the middle, it's Gaines. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Got a man, it's Gaines. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Falcons in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Quarterback in trouble, just dump it right in the gut. Don't make him reach for it. Just put it right on the body of the fullback.
Yeah, Reese, you got to be real accurate when you throw to these guys. Not the biggest catch radius, let's just say. Moving forward, though, I think we're going to see this fullback play a big role in this offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Under fire.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Air Force. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Intercepted. The defense has set him up.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Great place to start for this offense. Oh, they're after him. Got his man downfield. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Illegal forward pass.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, running back on the move. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board. But
he's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Falcons.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
13.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. 1st down from the 45. and it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
All right, drops are a part of football. It's a part of offense. What's really important for this quarterback now is to come back to the receiver, even after dropping that ball, to show him that you still got confidence in him, and you know it's a long game.
Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense in.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Wolfpack!
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. He's down at the 25-yard line, waiting moments on the first half. It is a 1st down. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Chase. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
QB's first of all to stop the clock. No gain on the play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Touchdown, Nevada! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got